cheeky. Beat. Joshua. Rhyme. Everybody. They got me this far. Now, it's my fight. Room of Reckoning. This place. Come on out, composer! Fight me! You want me to defeat you, right? Isn't that it? Show yourself! Show yourself and fight! Mr. H. Who's Mr. H? What? You again? But I just beat you! I'm amazed. Here you stand on the final stage, and still you don't know who's playing what. What do you mean? Alright. You want answers? First off, the composer is not the man you envision. Second, the composer is not here, and hasn't been since before you came to the UG. So sorry you missed it. I have been in charge of the UG since his departure. Mr. Hanakoma's not the composer? Then you're responsible. For many things, yes. Why? Why would you do this to Shibuya? Oh, Neku. Don't you like music? Huh? Music requires many things. Melody, performers, instruments. But the key element in the most divine music is a conductor to hold it all together. The world is very much the same. Under one conductor, one ideal, the world of men marches towards bliss. One ideal? Didn't you feel it in Shibuya? Rage, hate, misery, envy, fear, self-deprecation. A cacophony of countless selfish wants. As this noise swells, it turns into crime, warfare. All the world's ills can be traced to individuality. Ills? By tearing down the differences between us, I can make the world a paradise! By making everybody think alike? That's not even It is possible! With these pins. The red skull pins. You're behind that too? I based them on the composer's player pin. You see, the eyes of the world are on Shibuya. What starts in these streets will spread across the globe. I can save all of mankind from right here. Shibuya shall be my podium. I know you'll love what I do with it. Now, if you'll just remove that player pin. Huh? It neutralizes the effects of the red skull pin. So my imprinting can't reach you. This pin protects me? Mr. Hanakoma's pin? All this time it was... What are your dealings with other people brought you? Only hurt. Join me. Help me build a new Shibuya. There's actually two very distinct choices here. Not too long ago, I might have agreed. But not now. I've changed. I'll never help you! Maybe living in your Shibuya would be easier. Maybe. Except for one problem. It wouldn't be Shibuya! I was never good with people. I covered my ears and blocked them out. But you know what? If I don't clash, I don't change. The world ends at my borders, and the best moments slip away. Shibuya is full of people waiting for those moments when we clash together and find something new. Here in the UG, I clashed. I changed. And now I know. Shibuya should just stay as it is. Then let me ask you this. Do you like people? No? I see. I think you need to be reformed. Save your energy. An unpartnered player has little to no power. You can't stop me! I can't move! Remember that I am saving you. This pin was standing between you and freedom from pain. Now bask in the light of true redemption. Don't! Welcome to the new Shibuya! Huh? Nothing happened!
What?
What? But I destroyed your player pin! Why can't I imprint on you? Oh, I'm a fool. Of course he wouldn't let me harm his pick. Whose pick? I owe you no more explanations. Only destruction! Yeah, I don't think so! Ain't you forgetting somebody? Here comes the beat wagon! Huh? Beat! Cheeky! I told you, yo! Ain't no one gonna be the composer but me! How could you go on without us, Neku? We're your partners. And what did Mr. H say about partners? Trust them? That's better. Yo, forget this partner crap. You ain't my partner anymore, man. You're my friend. Just trust that, yo. Beat. Come on, Neku. You still got work to do. Yeah. Mr. Ringleader here. You gotta take out shades, right? Right. 3 of us can do it. Let's take our lives back. Right. Get him! I am this close. Once I erase these 3, Shibuya will be saved. Come at me then! Come meet your end! Like a snake in the shadows, he's finally here at last. Whoa. So, you'll want to get away from his face. That'll do massive damage if he bites you. That said, he has a lot of hit points you can hit. And just take a few moments to get used to fighting with Shiki again. You can hit the sides of him, like right here. They'll take reduced damage, but his head is the main weak point. That's why I like Love Me Tether, because it can hit everything. If you stay close to him, he's not a threat, but he will try to push you with his coil. Whoop. Whoop. Where is it? There it is. He's not really too dangerous yet. He does have an attack that can absorb you and put you in a bubble, but he doesn't always do it. He likes to start doing that around half health. There you go. But it's good to have Shiki back. It's a shame I couldn't, you can't. Oh, there's the bubble. If you do get caught in it, it's not that big of a deal. You can do whatever you can to get out of there. There we go. Once you're out, just stay close to him and just start wailing on him. There we go. A lot of good free time to just go ham. Yep. And back down we go. Whoa. In the original 3DS version, DS version, what he'll do instead is just, like, go from attacking Shiki and then Neku on the top screen and bottom screen. I think this is a pretty good adaptation, because that top screen portion, when you're caught in the bubble, is what you do. Let's go. Dang it. There we go. Oh, wrong one. There we are.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Get him. There we go. We're not done yet. After well on with Cheeky, now it's time to get him with Beat. This one you're more used to. Oh. Alright. Honestly, I like getting caught in the bubble because it's a nice and easy way to get some partner points for the pin. Especially because Beat doesn't really take damage from anything. See, look at that. We're already up to here and is almost half health. Whoop! Just stay away from the front. Thankfully, because of how this game works, you don't have to worry about Beat taking damage still. So in that sense, this game's a little easier. Whoa. But keep in mind, Beat doesn't normally use the second one. You'd have to constantly drag him and make him do the attack through that player pin. The partner pin. Where'd he go? Okay, there we go, he's back. Bubble. I'm just gonna go around that. There we go. Since I already have all I need. Make sure it gets nice and low. That's good. And this should get nice and high. Because you'll want his hard drop. So you don't have to try and fight him again. Because this is admittedly pretty long, and his hard drop is kind of rare. Oh my gosh, 6.9. Nice. God is medium. That's fine. Hip Snake. I lowered my level too much. Or I raised my level too high. That's fine. No! I must keep fighting! My time is almost up! I'm back, Megumi. What? Your timer must be nearly ticked out. Joshua? You're alive! But why are you here? No, sir! I'm not done yet! I will protect Shibuya!
unknown. The power is yet unknown. The power is yet unknown.
Watch yourself.
And thus it becomes the Hydra that consumes Shibuya. This fight's gonna be very difficult. Whoa. Because I'll admit, I actually got erased 3 times trying to do this fight. Granted, one of those was due to my controller issue, but this one's actually a genuinely tough fight. Oh. If he catches you in the bubble, you have a very limited amount of time to get out. Come on. There we go. But if that hits you, it does massive damage. Cheeky. Normally what you do is you'd use the left up and right the buttons to activate their abilities in the DS mode. But in here, all you have to do is just use their things. Shikyu just requires you to tap the enemy, so I did. Beat requires you to, just like for his player pin, drag your cursor around the screen. That'll activate their fusion boost. And for Joshua, you have to slash down on the dragon, keep Niji. Draco Cantus, the singing dragon. Wow, that broke out real quick. Instead of giving, normally what in the DS version, what it does is, what it does in the DS version is, it won't do their fusion, but it will, there we go. It will increase your light puck permanently. There we go. Increase the light puck permanently, increasing all overall damage you do. In this, instead it does you a level 3 fusion for that character, dealing massive damage and healing you at the same time. If you fail to do the fusion, what I'll do instead is heal him, and that's not good. Because he's already a daunting fight that you can't use statuses on. Oof. Like that. There we go. The best way I've found to fight him is just hide in the corner. The further away you are from the mounts in the pit, because there's 5 here, the better. Because there's just a lot to go on. But see, I just went there a little bit, and he is demolishing me. Ooh. Actually, it's a really good thing that he keeps using the bubble, because the lightning roar kind of breaks through it and damages him anyway.
What do you think?
Let's go. Ooh, that's big damage. Yeah, you'll want to do attacks that hit the heads as much as possible. Or as many heads as possible, I should say. Oh. That's why I like Love Me Tether, because even though it does 9 damage, it does 9 damage to multiple heads. And this is a good angle. Oh. There's always a good angle to find that does, like, multiple damage to all these heads. There we go. Oh. Thankfully the side heads won't try to bite you. They only do shots. But the main head at the top will bite you and do massive damage. Oh. He grabbed me again. There we go. Oh! Yeah, that's the massive damage I'm talking about. That was 900 damage. I accidentally hit pause up there. Maybe I was just trying to aim. Oh, let me just do this again. No heals, but that's okay. I'm in the bubble now. I'm free. Yeah, right here is a good safe spot. And if you do bring Lightning Rook in this fight, and you're stuck in like a stationary position, and you want to move real quick and stop it, you can animation cancel it by switching it to subset. It's very weird that it lets you do this, but I'm not complaining. And with all its HP gone, with the power of 4 partners. Dark Matter. That's a really rare drop. All of his drops are rare, but not it. That's a rare drop. We got really lucky. My gosh. It seems I've won. No! It can't end like this. Who else will protect Shibuya? A timer? Why does he have a timer? Then, you'll do as you intended. End Shibuya. But, Composer! Sir, why? I've decided to wash my hands of it. It has no future value to me or anyone else. So, I'm shutting it down. Wait, sir! Shibuya is still full of so many possibilities! Yes, and people too dulled and clouded to see them. Shibuya's influence is too strong. I have to end it now, before the other grounds are poisoned and all is lost. Then, the problem is the people. If they change to something more suitable, you'd stay your hand? Yes, but that's clearly beyond them. Sir, give me a chance to prove you wrong. I swear I'll remake Shibuya in a way that will please you. A game, then. The game? That's right. The rules will be simple. If you manage to fix Shibuya, you win. Shibuya stays. And if I can't fix it, then you lose Megumi. You and Shibuya will be erased. That is alright. If I can risk my life to protect Shibuya, I will. But what chance do I of beating you? Relax, Megumi. I'll be sure to handicap myself. I'll retreat to the RG, and I won't challenge you directly. But I will pick a player to represent me. Since you've piqued my interest with this talk of rebuilding, expect me to be watching for the sidelines. Very well, sir. I'll enter your game. Then first, I'll need to collect your entry fee. You have 1 month, Megumi. I wish you nothing but success. You're going to erase it. The streets I know and love. gone. You did well, Megumi. That was one of my more enjoyable games. I gave it my all, sir. I have no regrets. You know, I liked your idea. Shame it didn't work out. You gave me a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir. Joshua? What's going on? Oh, this was a game. One set up by me. What? That means you're... Let me make it obvious. I suppose they'll serve. What's happening? I can't move, yo. Shiki? Beat? It was me, Neku. I'm Shibuya's composer. What? But that can't be. I know that must unsettle you. Especially since we spent all that quality time together. Still, it's the truth and I need you to face it. Megumi and I decided to play this game. To determine if Shibuya should exist or not. Did everything I've done? All of it. You're playing for my team. Really, you did a bang-up job. I couldn't have won without you. Then... What have I done? I had one role in this game. Picking the player who would play for me. One boy from the RG. Me? Very sharp, Neku. Give yourself a hand. I knew I picked the winner. But it was Pieface that killed me! His bullet was meant for me. For some time now, he's been after my seat. Maybe he thought I could be killed in the RG? A gross miscalculation. The composer, unlike the Reapers, can use some of his power in the living world. So poor Minamoto failed and fled back to the UG. But I like keeping him around. He knows how to heat up a game. Unfortunately, he overheated this time, so I had to retire him early. Can't have him spoiling the climax. Then you're the one who beat him? Why, yes. You're just sharp as a tack, Neku. Anyway, the pest followed me everywhere. Even into the RG when I went to get you. Ooh, into the RG? Wait, no! Why didn't I return all the memories I've been holding on to? Ugh!
I blew it. What?
It was you! I thought I finally found a friend I could relate to. It was you! You killed me! Now, Neku, why don't we play one last game? You tricked me. The winner gets to be the composer and do whatever he likes with Shibuya. If you win, you decide. If I win, I'll decide. Of course, I've already decided. You're a monster. Neku, you better pick up that gun. I mean, this is going to be a duel. I'll keep the rules extremely basic. I'm going to count down from 10. On 0, we shoot. See? Easy. Don't screw with me, Joshua! I assure you, I'm not. Life's little crossroads are often as simple as the pull of a trigger. Neku. Your face is priceless. Don't you remember what Mr. Hanakoma told you? I'm just... Oh, before I forget, I've collected your entry fee. Now, let the game begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Why? What the hell?
7 days later.
Same streets. Same crowds, too. Yeah. Shibuya hasn't changed a bit. But still, I don't think I can forgive you yet. You don't see it, but those few weeks were very hard for me. Learning to trust people. Having that trust broken. Finding out the town I pegged is small and stifling and empty. Wasn't any of those things.
Let me in. Tell me what you're thinking.
Only by allowing strangers in can we find new ways to be ourselves.
I'm scared. Scared of getting a second chance.
Listen up, Phones, because I ain't asking twice. Please, help me. You gotta help me save her.
Neku, that's the first time you used my name.
But Neku, I thought you couldn't afford to lose. Give up on yourself, and you give up on the world.
You ain't my partner anymore, man. You're my friend.
Once you see the real me, will we still be friends?
I'm glad I met you guys. You made me pick up on things I probably would have just gone on ignoring. Trust your partner. And I do. I can't forgive you, but I trust you. You took care of things, right? Otherwise, Shibuya would be gone, and my world with it. Hey, did I mention? I've got friends now. We're getting together for the first time in a week. See you there?
I'm not going to say The World Ends With You is a masterpiece. But what I am going to say is that it did show up when I needed it. When I first played The World Ends With You, like, not even just Let's Play, but played, it was at a very interesting point in my life. I was in high school, I had a very boring life, still do, even at this point, have a boring life. But I was very introverted, to the point where I was shy and quiet. And it was weird because, you know, you have your parent, like my parents would be like, hey, why don't you go like hang out with people and you make friends and at least like stuff like that. They can make 100 friends and they like meant it. But I don't do that. That's weird. I thought, and I still do think that. I'd rather have just a good small group of friends. And these days I do have that. But at the time, I didn't really do that. Like, I didn't really get having so many friends. I was kind of like Neku in that sense. Right? It's not that I hated other people, but it's hard for me to socialize because I was so introverted and just in my head about being self-conscious and everything. But from playing this game, it kind of made me think, just don't worry about that stuff. People will like you for who you are. No matter what that turns out to be. And then once you embrace your true self, then that's when you can start living. At least that's what The World Ends With You is to me. It is about, what Neku says, about clashing with people. Not aggressively, but just running into them. Like, meeting new people. Making friends. Expanding your world. In basically every game that I play, if they ask me to enter a phrase, I now enter, broaden your horizons. Which, now that I realize playing this game, they don't really specifically say that sentence, or that phrase. But that's kind of what I took from it. It's expand your borders and broaden your horizons. And I kind of do. I'm still very introverted. At least I'm confident in my introvertedness, you know? I no longer think of myself as like a shy person or quiet. Just introverted. And that's okay. Now, think more about the game and like a game-wise. I'd still prefer the way the DS version plays. I wish the pointer controls was a lot better. The motion is very terrible. I've tried to stifle and not bring up my problems with it, but the more I play it with my Joy-Cons, the more trouble I have. And it just keeps coming up, no matter how much I try to avoid it and ignore it. And it's very problematic and annoying. That said, if you can play it in touchscreen mode, please do that. You don't get to do what I'm doing with 2, where you get to manually control B or your partner. but melee, like doing melee pins with the Joy-Con motion controls is very bad because it needs like precision and something that's not perfected yet. And it's very annoying. It's very difficult to have precision in something like this when like Joy-Con drift exists. But it's still not bad. Only like once or 3 times did it actually affect my gameplay. But, you know, there's workarounds. They do let you like recalibrate to the center whenever you want. And it doesn't intrude upon gameplay. And that's pretty good. But I would stick to either touchscreen control or just play the DS version. But I still love this game. I still love The World Ends With You. And in fact, the game's still beginning. The world begins with you. I really did enjoy this game. It was very, very fun, even with these touch controls. I still recommend it in touchscreen, if you can. If I could let's play this in touchscreen mode, I would. But I did get to enjoy this. That said, we're not done yet. We still have more in the Let's Play. And in the game as a whole. Game cleared. We now have access to the chapter selection menu. You beat the game. The tale has now drawn to a close. If you'd like, you can revisit any part of the story. Just select a day in the chapter selection menu. All your items, pins, and other stats will be carried over. You can skip past cutscenes you've already seen by pressing the skip button in the upper left corner, or just pressing B. Delve into each chapter to unlock secret reports penned by... well, you'll have to see for yourself. Stories flesh out the backstory for each day, and we hope answer some of your lingering questions. Collect all the reports for one last surprise. We won't spoil it for you. Also, beating the game unlocked the side story Another Day. Join the cast's alter egos in a zany romp through an alternate world Shibuya. It's like an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Get out of the way? Got it. Good. Tutorial box out. And with that, let's, yeah, there's nothing here now. Let me just look at that entry. Did I get the hard drop on that boss? Yeah, I did. Dark matter. Good, because this normal is also Hip Snake, which is extremely annoying. Because I don't need another Hip Snake. I need dark matter. Good. So yeah. As you can tell, we're also missing a chunk of monster entries here. Some of them more rare than others. I'll go into how to find them and stuff like that. But for now, when you check deeds, it now says... Actually, there's nothing new here. I thought this would have someone else appear. Okay, cool. Now here's we unlock the Chapters tab. It'll tell you what you have to do to unlock the report. Every new chapter will basically say how to get a bonus accessory or piece of equipment, typically by doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Some of them also say, hey, get all the pig noise, or get the report from the previous day to add to it. Some will say, defeat this boss that's on this spot. Which means some bosses are replayable now, a little early. So you don't have to keep grinding with the chapter. Every boss, except for the final boss, can be rematched across these different days. Yep. There's also the secret day. This day ends with you. An alternate reality, which has a lot of content. The main story plot is, as I did on my Let's Play, basically it's like an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everyone's into 10-pin. Love to see it happen. Now, unique to Final Remix is this tab. It's said that a mysterious Reaper appears on the 7th day of each game, and one want to complete his challenges. Perhaps we'll be able to unlock it. We'll get there when we get there. For now, the next thing I'm going to do is start taking out these reports. What I'll try to do is I'll go from, I'll take on a week per video. I mean, yeah, 1 week, full 7 days per video, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm thinking of doing another day all in one, the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! 10-pin arc, all in one video, because cutting it in bits and pieces, in half-hour videos, I could do that. Maybe I'll just post a supercut or something like that as well, because it's a treat. It's a ride and it's a trip, and the writing is amazing, and I laughed the entire way. It's very good. When me and my friends played it, we just had a lot of fun. So yep, that said, this is Let's Play The World Ends With You. Luigi Band 64D, the journey's just beginning. Take care.